Hi everyone. In this section we are discussing about the use effect hook, which is again a very important one. Now you already know what is a class component and how the functional component works. In the class component, you have various component lifecycle methods. But when it comes to a functional component, you don't have any lifecycle method. So how will you manage the processes which you used to put in lifecycle methods? The use effect hook is one of the hook which is handy in such a situation. The use effect hook is called every time when the component is rendered or re-rendered. The official React site says that if you know lifecycle methods, you can think of use effect hook as component did mount, component did update, and component will unmount combined. It means whatever process you could manage in these three lifecycle methods, you can manage with use effect hook in a functional component. To know more, the best way is to start it practically. Here I have the same code where we are changing the counter. When I click on this button, the counter is getting incremented. As I mentioned, use effect is called every time there is a render or re-render of a component. Let's practically see here. I'm going to add the use effect hook, and this is how we write it. The use effect takes a function as an argument. It does also have second parameter which is optional that we will see in coming sessions. So right now I will just add a function here. And I'm just adding a console log. So I'll say console log. Let's say effect called. I can also join the value of counter. Let me refresh. As you can see, effect called, the first time it is 0, but the point here is that this hook is called now. We are not calling it. It is the React who takes care of calling the use effect. The moment I click on the increment button, you see that every time the counter is displayed and use effect is called. What is the purpose of use effect if it is called this way? That we will see in a moment, so you will get a better idea. Let's open the article shown on the official site. Here it says that mutations, subscriptions, timers, logging and other side effects are not allowed inside the main body of a function that is functional component. If you observe this code here, this is the area, the return statement where you have the JSX inside is the functional component. In fact, this entire function is a functional component. But the point here is when it says that mutations, subscriptions or timers, things like this, if you put, then they have their side effects. For example, you are putting set interval. Assume that you are putting the set interval here. Of course, right now I am not keeping curly brackets. Let me do that also. So this is the JavaScript thing I am putting inside the JSX. In case if you call the set interval inside the component here in the JSX, every time when interval changes something, it has to render. Now in the rendering section, if you try another thing which is already getting rendered, then it is kind of a mess happening inside the component. So as the documentation of React says that few things you put in the use effect, let's try to implement a kind of digital clock here and we will try to put it inside the use effect. In fact, if you have to make a digital clock in React with this kind of approach, that is functional component, you have to use the use effect to make sure that you handle the side effects properly. Let me just first of all initialize the same thing. I'm not changing this counter or set count, or let's just change this. I'll say set time. Let's make more meaningful names. I'll say set time and I'll name this as current time, C time. The first thing I want is I want to have the current time. So now this is where your JavaScript knowledge comes in picture. So you use the new date. You can also use date.now. That's also a good method, good static method. But at the moment, this will also do. Here now we want to display the C time. So I'll say the current time I want to display. The next thing is we want to change this method to set time. And we do not want this thing here, right? We will just give this new date thing and paste it in the set time. I'll just refresh the code now, and we'll also comment this. So now when I refresh, as you see that the first thing, the time is displayed, the date and time is displayed. Now comes the second point. In case if I click on this button, every time I will get a new time for sure, the current time that is. But this is not what we want. We want to put a set interval. So now you have to understand, you cannot have set interval here. Rather, you have a place like use effect where you can put the set interval. So this is the place where I want to have a set interval to be called after every 1000 milliseconds, that is after every 1 second. If you have any doubts in using set interval or set timeout, I have already uploaded the related video in the JavaScript section. Now here what we want is, we want to change the time. So we'll say set time, that's the method, and the new state is going to be this only, that is the new date to local string. So now on a click of a button, we do not want the new time, right? We want the new time on every second. Let's refresh this. And now you see that on every second, the time is getting updated. Let me remind you again what official documentation says. It says mutations, subscriptions, timers, logging, such things we put in use effect. Mutations, subscriptions, timers, logging and other side effects are not allowed inside this main body. Rather, you have a kind of phase like this one, use effect, where you can put these types of codes. The clock which we have implemented right now is still not a very correct approach. It has to be in a separate component, and that's what we are going to see in forthcoming sections, where we will also see how do you execute the cleanup code with use effect hook. If you are looking for front-end full-stack opportunities in the US, Anak Technologies can help you find your next big project. Also, if you are looking to turn up your existing skills in front-end, that is mean or MERN stack, you can enroll with one of Anak Technologies training programs. Anak Tech is supporting my initiative to bring more up-to-date technical tutorials specially crafted for viewers like you. Check out the links in the description for more details.